speaking of young pitchers, really breaking out, really making a name for themselves in the MLB. Obviously, Alek Manoah is our dude. He is our ace. But over there in Atlanta, they have their own young guy, their own coveted ace, who just made history, actually. This past week, Spencer Strider. Didn't know who the hell this guy was until a few months ago. Spencer Strider becomes the fastest ever player in MLB history to hit the 200 strikeout mark. There he is doing it in 131.2 innings.
That's wild.
As a rookie.
That's insane. That's insane, man. And, like, look, I knew this guy I picked this guy up in fantasy because, like, oh, he's racking up the Ks. But as I've watched him throughout the entire season, he's going longer into games. He's striking out more people, and it's messed up. He's got great stuff. 98 on the fastball, 86 on the slider, 89 changeup. He doesn't throw a changeup too much, but that is incredible. Everything's so high. Now, does this guy have the potential to be the next big superstar like Jacob DeGrom?
Absolutely. 23 years old. To have, I mean, the strikeouts are sexy, right?
The strikeouts are incredible.
Strikeouts are obviously very sexy, but just on a pure baseball standpoint, like, look at those sabermetrics. Look at how red they are. And instead of even boiling it down to that level, how about just the ERA? How about just the whip, right?
Yeah.
Like, this guy is, I mean, like, he is literally on par with an Alek Manoah. Like, that's how good you are right now.
Yeah.
This is, in my opinion, like, he is very quickly becoming one of the elite stars of the game. I don't even know if the conversation is he the next guy? It's just like, when is this guy going to win a fucking Cy Young?
Yeah,
right?
That's right. Like, is it going to be, he's definitely winning Rookie of the Year without a doubt.
1,000%. Like, it is without a question, you know? Like, there's nobody even close to this guy's level.
Yeah.
Like, this is, and like, I don't even know where he came from.
No, me either.
Like,
he just came out of nowhere. He was a waiver wire pickup for me. But I did want to look at, like, comparing him to a Jacob DeGrom. Like, even if we go back, like, 2015, like, it's all there, guys. Like, sure.
What was DeGrom's standard stats? Like, what was his actual, like, ERA back in the day when he debuted?
Yeah, like 20. So let's say 2015 because that's like his second season.
Right.
Yeah, look at 2.54 ERA with the WHIP of 0.98 and the strikeouts at 205 with 191. So the strikeouts are even more.
Way higher for Spencer Strider. But the ERA and the WHIP are almost identical.
Yeah,
literally
very similar.
Almost identical from Strider to DeGrom. And I can't say for sure, but I think that Strider might even be a little bit younger than DeGrom was when he did that.
Wow. My man, his strikeouts to 9 ratio is just insane. 13.8 right now. Now, a guy who obviously we know as one of the best strikeout pitchers in all of MLB is Robbie Ray, because he had the gold. Is it gone now? Well, the gold's gone from him in terms of strikeout per 9.
Spencer Strider's stealing it.
He's destroying him right now. If he were to keep up this pace, that's a godly pace.
Yeah. And to put it in perspective, right? To put it in perspective, like, this guy could very easily be the next Jacob DeGrom. And you're talking about Robbie Ray. His numbers are better than Robbie Ray's were last season when Robbie Ray won Cy Young. This is a better season than Robbie Ray's Cy Young year right now. Right.
I think it's just the innings aren't there. But, like,
they're going to be now.
They're going to be now for the rest of his career.
Yeah, because Atlanta's like, holy mother of God, like, who is this guy? Like, how did we acquire this dude? You know, they started him out and it was like, okay, whatever, we'll see what you got. And clearly the answer is everything in Spencer Strider.
Yeah.
What is it with the Atlanta Braves? Maybe the narrative needs to shift here, man. The narrative for Atlanta just being as an overall freaking, like, franchise and team, the ability to find and develop young talent and young players. Not just on offense, not just on pitch, but the entire team. The entire team. It's young, it's homegrown,
and it's locked up.
Dude,
they're going to have a dynasty for the next decade. The next decade, it's going to be Atlanta Braves always in the conversation as their favorites to win the NL East. All the time. There's no other team other than the Mets. There's no other team that's really on their level. It's incredible.
It's like usually you get one wave of prospects, but with them it just seems to come and come and come. You know, you had your Acuna and your Albies, and then you got your Austin Riley, and you got your Dansby Swanson, you got your Max Fried. Now you got Spencer Strider too.
Amazing.
This team is going to be around for literally at least 10 years, man. I would not 100%. Be surprised if like that World Series that they won, it literally is just for
that's
many
just the first.
More to come.
That's just the beginning.
Yeah.
Right. And I agree.
Dude,
I agree.
and you know what's actually one final thought on this? You know what's nuts about Atlanta? A season ago or two, maybe 2 seasons ago, I would have looked at that team and I've said, this is Ronald Acuna Jr.'s team.
Yeah.
Or this is Freddie Freeman's team. Like that's who it is.
That's the
now
team.
I look at them and I don't even necessarily think that anymore. No. I don't even think that there's one guy who I pinpoint as being like the guy. Because there's so many young talents where I'm just like, it's like you are just like built.
You are a World Series team. It's like they are becoming into the upper echelons of like, I'm the Dodgers now.
Yeah.
I am the Yankees.
Yeah.
I'm the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah.
You should start to fear them, everybody.
Yeah, and I
fear
mean,
them.
if they have a young 23-year-old Jacob DeGrom, who they will obviously lock up to some very team-friendly deal, as they do, then many more World Series are on the way.
Maybe I should keep them in
I mean, like, I do.
Fantasy.
You just looked at the numbers.
I know, it's
like,
insane.
They're pretty fucking good.
It's really good. It's
they're
really
pretty damn good.